This is Mr. Hanna and welcome to What the Format. Today we're going to go over how to find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So I have 2 points here. Why I have 2 points? Well, that's the most common way of finding a line in slope-intercept form and also the one that requires the most steps. So let's just start right off the bat, writing our slope formula. Step 1 when you're finding the equation of a line is to find the slope. So we have m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'm going to plug in. I like to make this my y sub 2. That's my x sub 2. So that's my y sub 1. And that's my x sub 1. All right. So let me fix that real quick. Okay. Y sub 2. And you can label them. That helps. I've done this so many times, and I know that I just start from here, that I kind of do it naturally. But when you're first starting out, it helps to have ways to help your brain see and track a problem. This is one of the ways to do it. Label your points. So then we're going to have 14 minus 7. Make sure you get the difference in y's on the top. Over 5 minus 3. That's going to be 7 over 2. That's my slope. So in my slope-intercept form equation, y equals mx plus b. This is my m, so it's going to go right here. So now I have y equals 7 halves x plus b. Okay, now what you want to do from here is you've got 2 points up here. You can use either one, okay? I'm going to use 3, 7 because it's smaller numbers. Now be careful. The 7 has to go in for the y, and the 3 has to go in for the x. Now, notice that I'm going to turn 3 into 3 over 1. I like to do that when I'm multiplying a fraction by an integer because a lot of times I've seen students do the 2 times the 3. That's not what you do. You're going to do the 2 times the 1, but if you put integer next to a fraction, sometimes your brain gets a little confused. Again, this is one of the ways I help my brain see through the problem. I put 3 over 1 as a fraction, and you can do that with any whole number or integer. Just put 1 underneath it, and it's in fraction format. So now, also, again, make sure the y went in for the y for the y, and the x for the x. I have a lot of students who will put the 3 in for the x, and 3 in for the y, and 7 in for the x. They'll get it backwards. So be very careful with that. So then you'll have 7 equals 21 over 2 plus b. Yes, it's fraction math, very common. Once you get into algebra, that they'll pop up from time to time. So we have to subtract 21 over 2. Okay, now what I do here is I come out to the side and do 7 over 1 minus 21 over 2. Why is that? It's easier for me to add, subtract fractions horizontally. Normally I do my just subtraction vertically, but that's for integers. With fractions, I like to do it horizontally. Common denominator, when you have 1 as the denominator, is always the other denominator, so that's going to be 2. So we're going to multiply this by 2. What we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So now we have 14 over 2 minus 21 over 2. Make sure you don't lose your operator when you're doing that. 14 minus 21 is negative 7 over 2. Now you got to be careful here. The slope and the y-intercept came out as the same value. One's positive, one's negative. Don't mix them up when you plug them back in. This negative 7 over 2 is my b. It's going to go right there. Okay, so this gave me that b was equal to negative 7 over 2. Very, very important that you don't lose this. Now, hopefully you're starting to see that one of the keys to any algebra problem, any higher level math problem, is staying organized. If you get sloppy or messy, you'll miss things, you'll miswrite things down, you'll misread your own handwriting. I've done it myself. I had to learn, I have to stay organized, I have to track every step, I have to watch my negatives so I don't lose them. All sorts of these things, okay? It really is not very fun to get a test back and you see that you knew everything and knew what to do, but somehow, some way, your math got off, okay? Because you just didn't stay organized. You really want to watch that. So in this case, we plug the negative 7 over 2 in there. So my equation now is y equals 7 over 2x minus 7 over 2. And this really doesn't happen very often that you get the same number, 7 over 2 and 7 over 2, but that's the funny thing about algebra sometimes. The numbers are what they are. I had one time I just picked 3 random decimals and multiplied them out, and I got 8.88888. So 6 eighths. All eighths, as in had no idea that was going to happen. Just sometimes numbers work out randomly in a weird way. This is one of those cases. So don't automatically make the link that your y-intercept and your slope are going to be the same number, or the slope, the y-intercept is opposite of the slope. Don't do that. In this case, we just follow the steps, we get the numbers we get, we plug back in. That's my equation in slope-intercept form. Anyway, this is how, with 2 points, find the slope, step 1. Step 2, you find the intercept, you substitute them in. Now we have our equation that goes to these 2 points of our line, equation of our line in slope-intercept form. Anyway, this is how you find the equation of a line in slope-intercept form using 2 points. This has been Mr. Hanna with What the Format. Happy mathing.